Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So we did it! We made it through another Tuesday without a kit announcement. Thank goodness. I was thinking we were probably gonna either get a patch and a kit announcement today, or nothing at all, but instead we got an announcement for the next Sims Delivery Express drop. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The Sims tweeted, "It's International Women's Day, and we're spotlighting 4 amazing tattoo artists who are bringing quite possibly the oldest, purest, and definitely the most permanent form of self-expression to the Sims 4 base game in a Sims Delivery Express this month." The tweet links to this blog post. More than skin deep, you make The Sims TM, with tattoo artists redefining the industry. The Sims 4 is bringing a new selection of quite possibly the oldest, purest, and definitely the most permanent form of self-expression to the base game. To proudly recognize leading women in the industry, we've worked with 4 amazing tattoo artists who are shaping the future of tattoos for You Make The Sims, a series that spotlights creators across the world who inspire us. These women have developed a collection of special tattoos, more than skin deep, for Create a Sim that will be available through the Sims Delivery Express. There's Young O2, a Korean soul-based artist known for her abstract expressions, figures, and vivid colors. Chris, a Taiwanese, Brooklyn-living tattooist who specializes in black work and floral designs, and she's a professional esports athlete. Bonnie, a Brazilian immigrant to the UK, whose art celebrates black indigenous cultures and matriarchy. And Genesis, an NYC-bred skater/tattooist who enjoys creating ornamental pattern work as well as illustrating insects and botanicals. We sat down with these inspiring women to talk about what they designed for The Sims 4, their individual styles, what it's like being a woman tattooist, and why adorning your body with art is the ultimate form of self-expression. So you can see the tattoos here. Well, I'm not sure if it's every single one, but there's supposed to be 4 of them. So yeah, this one over here is definitely new. Wow, that looks really pretty. And yeah, this one I already have on one of my Sims that's been around since the game first came out. I think maybe this tattoo on the arm might be new. But then, yeah, this tattoo is new. Then there's this leg tattoo, which is interesting. I don't think we have many leg tattoos right now. And then there's also this butterfly tattoo over here. So, oh yeah, okay, actually, yeah, that's 4 of them right there. So I guess the arm one's not new. So let's talk about tattoos. What excites you most about tattooing? And Christ says, the people. This industry gives you the potential to meet so many different types of people. And I have made so many friends through tattooing. I also am super thankful to have the ability to always be able to learn and grow. I am constantly inspired by new artists and hope to always keep improving my work. And Young O2 says that I can leave something eternal in a person's eternity. That's an interesting way of saying that. And then Genesis says, learning and growing as an artist. I always get excited, or I get excited when I see the reaction of a client when they first see their completed tattoo, and having the satisfaction of knowing that my knowledge/wisdom in this craft is paying off. Now, how would you describe your work as a tattoo artist? Christ says, I am very versatile in style. However, as I progress as an artist, I especially identify with gaming culture, anime, and flora and fauna tattoos. Young O2 says, by using abstract forms and vivid colors, I give people time to think and talk about their stories and feelings and comfort their minds. Genesis says, my work is very multifaceted. I go back and forth between simplicity and complexity. Some days I do very illustrative/detailed work, other days my work is very simplistic in nature. Themes pertaining to my work includes natural archetypes such as planets, the occult, spirituality, and ornamental pattern work integrated with magic. I enjoy creating intuitive designs for my clients, which assists them in fulfilling their desires and manifestations pertaining to their own spiritual journey. So we do have some examples here. So there's Young O2. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, she's the one who made the leg tattoo. Interesting design going on there. And then here's Monty's contribution. Yeah, the butterfly one. That's really cool as well. Wonder if these actually come in multiple swatches or not. I'm guessing it's just the one, but we'll see, I suppose. And then Genesis. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's the belly tattoo. That's cool as well. And then there's Christ Sync. Yeah, this is a really interesting design. I like that with the waves and all that. Very interesting. We can absolutely see these styles come to life in the tattoos you created for The Sims. Can you tell us more about these designs and why you created them? And Christ says, the designs I created were based mainly on the theme of anime and floral components. Recently, a lot of animes have female leads, but it's really cool to see a surge in allowing these females to be powerful without the damsel in distress trope. Without being literal, the tattoo itself can represent the balance between beauty and power, and just how special that connection is. Yeah, I definitely will say the damsel in distress trope is really tiring for me, because that's something I just have seen so much growing up. But Young O2 says, I drew it by comparing the beauty of women to nature, just as nature is beautiful in any way it exists. I wanted to say that women are beautiful in that way, we all are perfect. Genesis says, the designs I created for The Sims are similar to the kind of designs I normally do for my clients. Tribal, repetitive patterns along with some celestial serpent energy for The Sims. I tried my best to create designs that I felt would grant players the option of creating an avatar with a spiritual context. Some people like to be completely covered in tattoos. However, I wanted to grant players the option of having simplicity while still being adorned. We can't wait to see players start experimenting with these tats. Now, let's learn a bit about yourselves. How did you become a tattoo artist? Christ says, my love for tattooing stems back to when I was a child in Taiwan. I would go down to the boat docks where there were old biker dudes covered in traditional tattoos. My parents thought differently, but art on skin has always intrigued me, and I started drawing on people as a kid. Even though I did classical music throughout my youth, I came to New York for art school, and through word of mouth, I ended up getting a job at my first shop as a shop girl. And Young O2 says, I've always felt that tattooing is very attractive in that I draw on the body, not on canvas. Yeah, it's an interesting way of looking at that. Genesis says, my love for tattoos began when I was 14 years old. I was always interested in art growing up, but it wasn't until I started watching music videos that I saw some of my favorite musicians wearing markings on their skin. The idea of translating my artwork into a medium that can be worn on individuals seemed very appealing to me, as well as the idea of wearing my story on my skin. I met my first mentor in college, who was also studying the same major as me, graphic design. He was already a tattoo artist. A conversation was initiated between the two of us, and the rest is history. Because these tattoos are meant to celebrate what it means to identify as women. What makes you proud to be a woman in the tattoo industry? Christ says to be a female artist is to embrace my ability to empathize and connect with my clients on a personal level. As we grow as women, we often realize there are many obstacles. However, these obstacles present themselves as opportunities for growth and self-reflection. While many negative gender and industry stereotypes exist, it makes me proud that I am able to overcome challenges as well as create a nurturing and positive environment. For me, being a female artist is having the ability to embrace fierceness and fragility both in kind. Young02 says, tattoos make people more themselves. Tattoos are a very powerful and permanent way to express people who you are. As a female tattoo artist, I'm very proud to help other females express themselves to be themselves. Genesis says, just being a female alone in a male-dominated industry and making strides in my career despite the obstacles that are purposely placed in this industry to limit women make me feel not only proud of myself, but very grateful to have made it this far in my career. Through my experience alone, I can inspire other women to go against the grain of what's expected from females in this industry. I want to inspire women to refuse taking no for an answer, to stand firm in their convictions, and not feel they have to compromise their bodies or freedom of speech or autonomy in order to learn this craft. I want them to know that if we aren't welcome to table in this male-dominated industry, we'll just make our own seating arrangements at our own table. To close out our conversation, what do you hope people take away from you, your work, and the tattoos you are bringing to The Sims? Price says, I hope that people will be happy with whatever choices they make in life. I hope my tattoos are a reminder of the experience they had, whether it's meaningful or nothing or everything. Ultimately, I hope my tattoos and my work are reminders to be happy for that person wherever they end up in life, and to always strive for improvement. There is so much room to grow. And Young02 says, I draw tattoo about people's feelings and stories. I use abstract expressions, figures, and vivid colors so I can express stories or feelings of various spectrums and hide them if I want. I want people who look at my paintings or getting tattoos from me to feel and imagine whatever they want. I want them to make their own stories or feelings when they look at my artworks, so they can have time to look into their hearts and take care of themselves. Genesis says, I hope players are inspired to get more body adornments in real life. I also hope that they are inspired to integrate their interests into different modalities? I've actually never seen that word in my life before. But the 4 Create a Sim tattoos will be available later in March in The Sims 4 on all systems. So I think this is pretty cool. It's not like suddenly it makes the bugginess of my wedding stories better or anything like that. But I've been saying for quite a while that we need more tattoos in the game. It's not very often that we get any, and I'm glad that we are getting some more and that they have actually collabed with artists to bring them to us, and that we're getting them for free as well. I do still hope, though, that they would add the filtering system to tattoos, because I don't know why, but we don't have that like we do for other aspects of Create a Sim, like clothing and hairstyles and accessories. So I can't filter out just like the custom content ones I have, for example, or just the tattoos from City Living, or just the ones that are base game. I also hope we don't have much longer to wait before we get the feminine and younger age versions of the robe that we got last month that was a collab with Complex Sims, because they did say that they were coming, but they didn't say when, and they didn't mention them in this post today. So I don't know if they'll even mention that ahead of time again, or if it'll just drop when it drops. So we'll have to wait and see on that. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know what you think of these upcoming tattoos in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!